Vinney Chopra, a man who took $7 to a portfolio of over $250 million in apartment investing. He mentors and coaches to make apartment syndication easy. Each week, he will share his expertise, tricks, trades, and golden nuggets how to master the art of syndication to bring cash flow streams to your business, to change your life for the better. Here is Mr. Smiles.
All right, guys, this is Syndication Made Easy with Vinney Chopra, also known as Mr. Smiles. He is one of the top syndication investors in the U.S. to date. Mr. Smiles came to this country with only $7 and has been able to build his business to not only acquire, but to manage over $250 million now in the syndication world. So that's pretty amazing. Each week he'll be teaching his golden nuggets that some of his students pay thousands of dollars for, that you're getting actually for free right here on his syndication podcast. So let's get down to business with Mr. Smiles. Hey, Vinney, how you doing today?
Hi, Alicia. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
I'm fired up. I'm really fired up.
You're always fired up. Always.
That's the only way to live, right? That's the only way to live. That's right.
Usually, I came onto this podcast this morning. You could probably see my face. I'm exhausted.
Making things happen, making a positive, vibes all around you, and just get everybody engrossed in the mission that you have in your life.
And I mean, your energy is so powerful, and no wonder why you're so good at what you do, because I came into here like this. I was so exhausted. And I was like, my 4-year-olds kept me up all night long. And now I'm talking to you and I'm like, ooh, I'm back in there. I didn't drink coffee. I'm drinking Gatorade.
I hope all the audience, and I hope they subscribe and pass on this podcast to their friends and relatives, that we be the number one in iTunes and so forth. It'll come. If it doesn't come, that's okay too. I'm just doing it, to part knowledge, and I hope it's a lot of great content for everybody.
No, definitely. All right, guys. So let's get into identifying markets and submarkets, which Vinney teaches in his academy. What do you mean by market and submarket? What are they? What's the difference between them?
Surely. Alicia, now in the syndication world, of course, that's when we talk about Syndication Made Easy. My book is coming out, hopefully soon. And then also this podcast, this one, and the Motivation Talk Show. See, the market in USA, around the world, I have some students in Spain now, in Germany, also in Israel, Dubai, all over the world. And they're talking about, Vinney, how do you determine, even in USA, how do you determine emerging markets? See, the word emerging comes from where, what's happening in that sub-market. Let's say Dallas, for example, right? Dallas is a big MSA, metropolitan area, New York, all that, and Los Angeles. But then the sub-markets are within those big MSAs. There are different pockets. And the north, the south, we actually put everything into a quadrant, the north, south, east, west. So you say southeast, northeast, southwest, northeast, west. So we figure out, in talking to the brokers and also reading lots and lots of data, citydata.com. I mean, they're just in my, I have a whole ebook I've written on emerging markets, by the way. If anybody would like to get that for free, they could just go to vinneychopra.com. And I also put together 5 hacks of syndication, my new ebook. Of course, the new book is coming out too, Syndication Made Easy, my journey from $7 to over 200 million portfolio, which should be $500 million soon, and so forth. The thing is, we need to really be looking at, when we invest other people's money, we have fiduciary responsibility to make sure we guard their money better than our money. See, that is the premise. There are a lot of Ponzi schemes, a lot of other things and all that, but you got to really be investing with syndicators who know what they are talking about. And that comes with getting the property in emerging markets.
Okay. And then basically the submarkets are little pockets within the market that is emerging. So rather be Dallas or, Chicago or, San Antonio, whatever.
Yeah, all over, maybe.
So the submarkets are located inside the major market.
In the major markets, we also say some markets and then tertiary markets. That's another word, tertiary. Being from India, my pronunciation might be a little bit, harder to understand. Tertiary. I think it's tertiary, TIARY. Tertiary markets are a little bit far away from the metro markets, but those are also emerging. And some new businesses are coming, new plants are coming, new warehouses are coming, things like that. Like, for example, just to give you an idea, when I went to Atlanta area from Houston and from San Antonio over there in 2015 or 16, people were saying, oh, no, don't buy in Union City, Georgia, don't buy there. Oh, no, nobody knows. Oh, my gosh, that's the worst place in town. Okay. But Vinney did his research and I bought it. I bought it over there. This product about 22 months back. When I say product, means multifamily, of course, guys. And you could even put it into hotels. Whatever I'm teaching you about syndication, you could put it into shopping centers, hotels, office space, industrial, anywhere in the commercial. Because once you pull the money together, once you have a fund or a single purpose entity, I know I'm discussing a lot of different wording and things like that. We'll talk about those. You could raise money. If you have millions of dollars, you can raise, then you can invest in wherever you want. The thing is, people didn't want me to buy in Union City. Now that's the best area of Atlanta. I mean, there are warehouses coming. The movie art studios are coming. My property is gone from 12,200,000 through syndication I bought. I can sell today for 17,800,000 in just 20 months. So that tells me that I know a little bit about tertiary markets. I know a little bit about emerging markets. Well, how to vet it, how to find it when people are not looking. When they are going to a market, everybody's reaching there, then you are too late. You're too late.
And actually, that brings me right to my next question, which is, what are the key elements that help you decide what's, an emerging market in the submarkets?
The thing is, I believe that we need to be doing a lot of homework to find out certain zip codes. I call it zip codes now, or parishes or counties where jobs are coming in. When you decide, like for new investors, I like to also tell my students, hey, do you have money? Do you have the bandwidth? I call it bandwidth to fly to different places and so forth. How many times can you fly? Nowadays, so much business is done online. I mean, I've been running my 4 companies in acquisition and management from San Francisco area. I travel maybe every 2 months. That's all I do, and I've been doing it for 10, 12 years. Once you have a great team in place, then you don't have to. Through the Zoom, like we are doing right now, WebEx or GoToMeetings, we've been running our portfolio of acquisitions and management through these means. The thing about it is that you got to find where jobs are going. If I go to Dallas, I need to find out where the path of progress is another word we use, where the businesses are coming, where new Starbucks are coming, where new motels are being built or hotels are built, where new businesses are coming, new restaurants are coming. Guess what? These Walmarts are coming, Best Buys are coming. That's these big macho people. They spend millions of dollars to find out that they need to build it in this particular location, northeast of the town. That is the place they are thinking the population is going to be increasing. More jobs are going to come. As syndicator, that's where we need to go.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense, because more jobs, more people are going to need to live in that area, the more people are going to be able to need to rent in that area also.
Totally.
So walk me through the process and how to identify a new market.
Okay, now new market again, for example,
Or new emerging market, should I say.
yeah, emerging market. Sure, Alicia. See, the thing is, I live in the Bay Area, right? East Bay Area, right here. Everything is so expensive. Houses are $4 million, $3 million, $10 million, $20 million. I just heard one for $56 million, just about a mile away from me. The thing is, you cannot buy multifamily, in these neighborhoods. You got to go to like the inner city, I call it inland in California, which is like Modesto, Madera, Merced, Stockton, Sacramento, things like that. Same thing is true in Atlanta also. Atlanta is heated up. Dallas, it's heated up. I call it heated up, meaning that a lot of jobs have come and a lot of properties have increased their value. So you got to go a little bit outside. Like for example, now we are going to another very good place, which is Jacksonville, Florida, and Orlando, and Tampa, and Miami, Florida. All those and nearby there, because that market is lagging behind some very established markets, like Atlanta, like Dallas, and like other ones. Phoenix also is great. Salt Lake City, of course, Washington State. I mean, outskirts of Los Angeles, all these areas. The thing is, we got to hunker down. And again, I cannot tell everything in just this podcast, but just go to VinneyChopra.com. Get my free ebook, How to Determine Emerging Markets. I list all the websites where to go to, what to read, where to find, and then you make a decision that you're comfortable with, which market you're going to purchase again. That's when you start building your business with the brokers. Investors can be anywhere in the world, right? In USA, anywhere. And I mean, you can do investor meetings on the Zoom. Nowadays, Skype, iPhone, FaceTime, it's so easy, But the thing is, with the brokers also, you could go there, fly there, meet with them one time, two times, but then you could do a lot of correspondence on the, on the computer, on the phone. The thing is, to find emerging markets, like I just mentioned, you got to look for those signs. Like when I went to, Orlando, when the highways are being expanded, when the people the city people are spending millions of dollars for transportation and other things, highways and expansions and the cranes, you are seeing. That's what I did it in Frisco. By the way, Frisco, I went there with my attorney, Milton Colgrove. He lives right there. His practice is there. And he said, Vinney, I'll spend a whole day with you. I'll be your chauffeur. And he did. He's a great friend of mine. We've been working together for 12 years now. I have met him only 3 times face to face in 12 years. But he's such a great guy. And then we work together so nicely, tandem, in the whole everything that I, my business contracts and closings and buying and everything. Anyway, but the big thing is you got to see where these markets are, hunker down, look at all the reports, make up your mind, and go for it.
So the key elements to identify an emerging market would be jobs and basically the growth. Like, for instance, I lived in Schertz. I just moved from Schertz, and they're building the toll road. And now a new CVS on the corner, and just huge, huge things between that San Antonio Schertz area. Like Schertz area, Northton and Braunfels, that is all huge and growing. So that to me would sound like it would be a possible emerging market, because it's got a toll road coming in. They're building new CVSs, new Walgreens, new this, new that, new entertainment systems. Like it's Evo or something like that they just built there.
Oh, wow.
Do that. I mean, they got two of them right there off the highway where I just moved from. So that to me would be an emerging market, right? So something that's growing, and they're opening up the roads and bringing in, more ways to get places, correct?
Yes, exactly. You're 100% right. Of course, the jobs coming of the buildings, warehouses, and
he's going to be going when he's done. He's like, Schertz, Texas. I want a commission on this one.
We have to also be looking into the city data, the building permits, I call it. Alicia, we have to see also the demographics, what kind of people are moving in. And also we have to see absorption rate, it's called. Absorption means for the next 5-10 years, because if the market is growing, of course, a lot of other developers are jumping also. They're going to be building apartments, which is good. I like them because Class A apartments tend to increase the value of your C class and B class. I've always had the mantra to buy C in a B area or C class in an A area. That's what we did it in San Antonio, by the way, because you lived there. We were there for 5 years, 6 years. We came into San Antonio 2009, by the way, 2009. And we asked the brokers, where are the best places to buy? They said Alamo Heights.
Yeah, Alamo Heights is huge back
Alamo Heights, the Quarry. We had all the properties right around there. $1 million homes and $500,000 homes. We thought, okay, we'll buy C product around there. And then we, did really well.
Nice, nice. So at the end of each podcast, guys, and trust me, we're going to go into emerging markets in a lot more detail in future podcasts. Or like Vinney said, you can jump on his website and download one of his books. But I always ask you for a nugget of advice. So what's your nugget of advice for somebody who's new in the business looking for emerging in submarket?
Good point. If I may say something, this is going to mind boggle lots and lots and lots of people. Okay, maybe you're doing it. Maybe a few of you are, but I teach that in my class. And what that is, guys, if you want to go to a market, you have, let's say 4, 5, 6 people are talking to you about, okay, go to this market, go to this market, go to this market. And you are trying to say, oh my gosh, poor me, I'm W2, I don't have time. I want to spend time in front of the television. No, I'm just saying that. But the thing is, you got to go to any market you want to find out. Look for the operating memorandums. That's the wisdom nugget. Operating memorandums from the apartments that a broker or several brokers are trying to sell in that submarket. Aha, listen to that. That operating memorandum, you got to go their website, subscribe, fill out their CA, confidentiality agreement. It doesn't matter much. You just form a company. You're the CEO of your company. You can start getting all the operating memorandums. But the thing I want you to see in the operating memorandum are the 10 pages long, all the data that these brokers have put together in that operating memorandum right there, which will give you statistics and the jobs and the employment and the demographics. That's my golden nugget to teach you. Please get those because that will give you so much information so quickly. And then you can go to the sources and then you can find out why you want to invest in that submarket.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys, you just got your weekly syndication nugget from Mr. Smiles. Also, Vinney Chopra. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And tune in each week. And
each week, guys. Get me each week. The full dose. I'm telling you, I'll make you better syndicators like me. And I know you are in for a great ride. So subscribe, share, go to Instagram. Share my podcast all over the world, if you will, and go to YouTube channel, the Facebook, the Academy, of course, the Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
And you'll get all that information right below here in the show notes, guys. And we hope that you guys have a terrific week. And like Vinney says, make it happen each day. And be sure to reach out to Mr. Smiles at VinneyChopra.com. You can learn how you can apply to be a student in his academy. You can learn how you can partner with him or invest with him and get some of those really hefty returns he likes to give his investors.
Yes.
All right, Vinney, thank you so much about going into emerging markets with me today. But we're going to get a lot more deeper into it as we go along.
Oh, we will. I know we couldn't scratch even the surface. I want to say to all the people listening to me, guys, come every week and take this dose and get your business to a next level.
Love it. Love it. All right. Thanks, Vinney. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. Bye-bye.
Be sure to listen to Mr. Smiles next week with more golden nuggets and top-notch coaching tips. You can reach him by going to VinneyChopra.com. or texting the word syndication to 474747. Be sure to like, comment, and share to show everyone how Mr. Smiles has brought your apartment syndication business to the next level.